from Cholula, Mexico.
If you're new around here, I'm Hillary Loera.
I'm Greg the Gringo, Ogoyo.
And today, we only got to Cholula a few hours ago. This is probably, I won't say one of my favorite places, although it is. I think this is one of the most lively little like towns we've seen. I say little, but there are people everywhere. We're gonna try to give you the coolest spots around town. Let's do it.
Almost. Fun fact about Cholula is that it is the oldest currently inhabited city in all of the Americas. It dates back to I know the pyramids were built in the 3rd century BC, so it is extremely old. So basically it's the oldest city that is still inhabited. So there could be cities that were older, but they no longer exist and no longer currently inhabited. So there's a ton of history here. And of course we're in Puebla, so I believe there's a ton of food. Another one of my first impressions is everybody's drinking micheladas. It must be a thing here. We gotta check one out.
Yeah.
Is that a pre-Hispanic drink, amigos?
Yeah.
How would you describe how this tastes?
It's like so foamy.
It's the foam part is interesting. Have you gotten down to like the actual liquidy part? Describe what it tastes for amigos at home that have never had it.
Chocolate milk, but it almost tastes like it has alcohol in it. I don't think it does, but maybe this is like pure actual like cocoa beans.
Yeah, you guys will have to comment below us and help us out on this one.
This thing.
Vamos for un michelada.
Okay, now we made it to the Cholula train station, and this is a passenger train from here in Cholula to downtown Puebla, and it takes about 40 minutes and it's only 60 pesos, and they built a
For tourists, I believe.
Yeah, it's a tourist train, and they built a really cool little like walkable area with restaurants and cafes and upstairs seating, and it's crazy that this is like less than 100 meters from the pyramids that are 1,000 years old, because this little train station seems extremely modern.
Okay, what do we have? That thing looks huge.
This is so much bigger. There's no way. In this city, the best part so far is that apparently you can walk around with open drinks. It's like we were back in Puerto Vallarta, because in Mexico City apparently you can't, but here, salud. So today there is an event happening at the Zocalo area, but this area is huge. It's bigger. It may be as big as the Zocalo in Mexico City, maybe a little bit smaller, but it's definitely bigger than any other little neighborhood Zocalo that we've been to in Mexico City.
And now, sorry to interrupt, but this one's nice because like the Zocalo in Mexico City used to be, there's trees and kiosco, and so it feels more inviting.
Yeah, there are people set up having a picnic. It seems like there's a sponsored event with free food, but we're gonna go check out the market.
Few interesting thoughts for you. Well, I don't know if they're interesting. First impression thoughts. The city feels extremely clean. I really like, this city might have the best sidewalks I've ever seen in all of Mexico. They're
Big, nice,
smooth sidewalks. Seems like a weird thing, but if you've ever been to Mexico, it's not necessarily a knock on anything, but sidewalks usually aren't the first priority. The city has an interesting feel. I mean, I don't know, we haven't been that many places, and of course we can only compare it to where we've been. Feels a little bit like Querétaro, Talakipaki, with the laid back, chill, cerveza vibes of Vallarta. Very interesting place. Obviously we've only been here for a few hours, but We're trying to find some water. We're gonna get some water. We're gonna give you a few time lapses, and we'll see you tomorrow morning with some more views and our final first impression thoughts.
So while we only explored Cholula for a little bit, we have formed our first impressions, but we can't complete our first impressions without food, which is why we came to a buffet.
Okay, amigos, we have chilaquiles con huevo, con jamón, cochinita. This is like a flauta de papas y chorizo, jugo, café, pan dulce. What do you have, Wara?
Oh my gosh. Sope, frijoles, chilaquiles, and mole.
Yeah.
Pollo mole.
I don't know.
But it's really good. And
Oh, Cholula. Oh, Cholula. Woo. Man. Cholula. Amigos, this is usually what
first of many moles.
it really is. And usually Hillary's the one that's like over the top, but with this food,
Passing the torch.
she's passing the torch to me. This might be my favorite place. I said it.
Okay, we finished our buffet. I think we only got two rounds and our sweetbread, so it's a pretty good start to a day. Our first impressions, and I guess last impressions all at once, since we only spent one day here in Cholula, are that this place is really cool. It was a quick trip from Mexico City. The colors are so vibrant, and there are tons of people in town, but it also seems very laid back. I know we mentioned that it's sort of like Puerto Vallarta in the sense that like everyone's drinking a michelada. It seems a lot more laid back and low key than Mexico City perhaps, but the color, the charm, I cannot believe it's the oldest town because it seems very modern. Parts of it seem very modern.
And the people have been extremely friendly.
The people have been, yes, extraordinarily friendly, I think. It wasn't something that I was expecting, and I think since we're used to like big city living now, I think not that people in Mexico City are cold by any means, but we just sort of, everyone's carrying out their own business, and we pass so many people per day. But here, I think the slower pace is nice for a change.
Exactly.
So we have so many more adventures coming in the next few days. Thank you guys so much for sharing our first impressions of Cholula. Be sure and subscribe to our channel. Click the bell, that way you get notified
Every time.
we post a video, and we'll see you guys
Mañana.